Genesis chapter 49 and verse 14.
I want you to listen carefully too, young man. What's your name? Armando? Listen carefully, Armando.
Issachar is a strong ass.
I say Issachar. He talking to you. He said you a what?
A strong ass.
You know what an ass is? What's an ass? What's an ass? Like a, it's calling it in terms of an animal. You know what an ass is? You know what an ass is? Hey, y'all ever seen Speedy Gonzalez? What he be riding on? Or what? What's a burro? A donkey. Ain't a donkey called a jackass? Right? What is the attributes of a jackass? Huh? He do it all. He work hard as hell, don't you? You can put 2 book bags on the back of a donkey, sit on it, you know what I'm saying? Hook him to a plow, and he gonna go hard, ain't he?
That's right.
What God said about Issachar?
Issachar is a strong ass.
I said, you a strong worker.
That's right.
Who the hell paving these cements out here? Or these highways?
Right.
Who building? They building up community after community in America. Who building these houses?
That's right.
See, if you wanna put some cement around your house, who you gonna call? You gonna call Jose, ain't you?
Bring it up.
If you need a new roof, who you calling? Hector. You know what I'm saying? These brothers is from the tribe of Issachar. God say Issachar is a what?
Is a strong ass.
He say you strong worker.
Right.
Read.
Crouching down between 2 burdens.
And those 2 burdens is you working hard, but you get them low wages.
Right.
You understand? Read.
And he saw that rest was good.
Now they say these Issachar, they like the rest. What y'all call that? Huh? What? What? Descanso? Well, only word I know is siesta. You know what I'm saying? Does that mean rest? So he said Issachar say what?
And he saw that rest was good.
Because every time I see them on their lunch break, they under the shade tree, resting.
Right.
This in the Bible, bro.
That's right.
These ain't our word. We showing you. All we doing is translating it to you in a way that you can understand it. God is telling you who Issachar is. He say he a strong ass that like to take siestas. Is that not talking about y'all? Cause I don't never see no Chinese man taking no siesta, bro. You know what I'm saying? I see them eating some rats and whatnot. I don't never see them taking no siesta. And I don't never really see them building nothing like that. They do all that stuff in their country. When they come over here, they put you to work.
That's right.
And guess what? We built the Great Wall of China.
Right.
They use us for their labor. Read.
In the land, it was pleasant.
He said the land that you guys are on, he said it's pleasant. Because when I go, like, when I want to, rekindle the flame with my wife, see, you don't get to do that because you ain't married. But you got to start rekindling the flame with the woman that you get a license with to say that's your wife, right? So as you get older, you got to do, because sex going to wear out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the last thing on your mind. The first thing will be them damn bills that be hitting you upside the head. And sex, you ain't gonna be too much worried about it. It'll be from time to time that you might want to, get a little, do whatever with your wife. But, man, for the most part, read that again.
In the land, that it was pleasant.
When you go and rekindle things with your wife, you say, let's go on a cruise to Mexico. Because the land is pleasant, it's beautiful. Am I right or wrong? Ain't there some real blue water down there?
Man.
God said, that land pleasant. Now, if you ever been to Mexico, you be like, there's palm trees around here. You know what I'm saying? It's real nice in Mexico. God is explaining who Issachar is and where they at.
That's right.
Read.
And bowed his shoulder to bear. And became a servant and to tribute.
He said, y'all became a servant to tribute. Y'all became a servant in your own land. Now y'all gotta pay taxes in your own land that God gave y'all.
Bring it out. Right.
You know why? Sin. Y'all sinned against God. Y'all stopped keeping his commandments. So God said y'all gonna become servants to tribute. Give me Isaiah 7 and 8.
Bring it out.
Because when y'all broke the commandments of God, and I'm finna dive into it, I'm gonna tell you how y'all went from being a strong ass in a pleasant land to being at the bottom of society in America. Read.
Isaiah chapter 7 and verse 8. For the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is risen. And with 65 years shall Ephraim be broken.
Ephraim. Ephraim is the northern kingdom. Ephraim is the head of the northern kingdom tribes. God said y'all were going to be broken as a people. Watch this. Read.
That it be not a people.
That it be what?
Not a people.
Now God said because y'all won't do what I say, y'all going to be not a people to him. That means y'all are going to become Gentiles. Because the people that ain't worth nothing to God are Gentiles.
Right. Right.
So God said now, because y'all don't want to do what I say, y'all going to become Gentiles.
Right.
So the Assyrians came on and they took y'all into slavery. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 13.
Yep.
Y'all went from the Assyrian captivity to the Babylonian captivity. Babylon came and got us out of Jerusalem because God said we ain't no better than y'all. We followed y'all in whoredom. We followed y'all worshiping white Jesus. We followed y'all, so God said, I'm going to whoop you Negroes' butt just like I'm finna whoop Issachar butt. Read.
2nd Ezra chapter 13 verse 40. These are the 10 tribes which was carried away prisoners out of their own land.
God said, y'all are the 10 tribes. You Mexicans, you Puerto Ricans, you Cubans, you Guatemalans, y'all the 10 tribes. Y'all the ones that's going to be carried captive. Read.
In the time of Hosea the king, who Salmanasseh the king of Assyria led away captive.
So Salmanasseh came and took your forefathers captive into Assyria. They'll never teach you that in public school.
That's right. 2 Kings 17.
They'll never teach you in public school that your forefathers was carried away into Assyria by Salmanasseh. But the Bible will.
That's right.
That's why you got to become an avid reader. You got to start to love to read. You understand? That Madden is cool sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be brought up in what's the name of that game? The shooting
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Niggas love Call of Duty, man.
Right.
Before you get on Call of Duty, pick up the Bible and take about 30 minutes and read something.
That's right.
You understand? Read.
And he carried them over the waters. And so they came into another land.
So Salmanasseh carried y'all from your land into another land. This is what the officer said in Kings, 1 Kings 17. He took y'all out of the land. That's what you call, what's another name for that? When they start to put other people in the land, they start deporting y'all. Deporting. That ain't new to Issachar, is it? To be deported. God said they gonna deport you out of your land. Read.
But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country.
Now God said the leaders of those tribes, which I used to call chiefs, they got together and they said we need to go somewhere because understand, y'all was on this side of the world. Wasn't nobody living on this side. This was the fourth part of the earth that no man lived on. Y'all came from over here during this time, 589 BC. What we're reading about. So, let's go. Cyrus gave y'all liberty to go back home. Read.
Where never mankind dwelt.
Read that part from the beginning.
Verse 41. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Give me that definition. Somebody. he said that they was going to take counsel. So the chiefs of these tribes took counsel on this side and said, we're going to go to a further country where nobody ever lived at. You understand? Read.
That they might there keep their statutes.
He said, so when we get over here, we can keep our statutes and our commandments. You know what y'all be like fringes, for instance. You see on the bottom, look at this closely. Look at it, sister. Come close. You see on the bottom of the clothes of the so-called Mexican, the Aztecs, you see they got fringes? When they came over here, they was keeping the customs. The Green Corn Festival. They was keeping those customs. You understand? These are customs that's written in the Bible that the names have changed, but it's still the same. The Green Corn Festival is called the Feast of First Fruits. These are customs that y'all will keep, your forefathers are keeping. Read. You got what I want? All right, hold on. Read that.
That they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. And they entered the Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them.
Right, so he said, now the chiefs, they jumped into the Euphrates, and the Most High showed signs. That's why I ain't gonna hold you too much longer, but I need you to keep focused, all right? Because it's a history lesson that you're not gonna get nowhere else. When you walk out from here, you'll never hear it again, unless you tap in and start listening on YouTube and stuff like that. You understand? This is very important to who you are as a person, who you raise your child to be. I know you want your children and your wife to be saved from the destruction that's coming to this place, right? So you gotta make sure that you have discipline in your house and be able to stay focused and follow this Bible, bro. Right? So he's saying they got into the Euphrates and the Most High started showing signs. That's why the so-called Mexicans was good at reading the constellations. God was showing them signs how to get to this side of the earth. Read.
For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For though the country there was a great way to go, namely a year and a half, and the same region is called Arsareth. So
God said it took them a year and a half to get on ships. You know how many ships there had to be for that many thousands, hundreds, millions of people to come to this side of the earth? Millions of people. God was showing them signs, holding still those treacherous waters in those oceans. And it took a year and a half for them to come to this side of the earth. Right? Read.
Verse 45. For though the country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Arsareth.
He said the regions that they was going to was called Arsareth. Let's read this definition right here. We're going to read the definition of Arsareth. Read.
Definition of Arsareth. The name of the land beyond the great river, far away from habitation of man, in which 10 tribes of Israel will dwell.
Who gonna be in Arsareth?
10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the laws of Moses until the time of restoration, according to Ezra's 4 and 13 and 45. Columbus identifying America with this land.
Columbus identified America with Arsareth. The 10 tribes came to America and South America. Arsareth. Who was here when the conquistadors came over here? You. Because God said it was the 10 tribes. Who was here? It was Issachar.
That's right. That's right.
It was Issachar. Y'all was here. So who did God say?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.
Be strong in the Lord. His word